Streaming from the Tampa Bay 28 Weather Center in Studio A. This is Dennis Phillips Live. Brought to you by CMK Construction, crafting Tampa's most exquisite bathrooms and kitchens.
All right, everybody, good evening. Hopefully I did everything right. I'm meteorologist Greg D. Okay, I'm seeing chat here on this computer, which I know has been an issue. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. We should be on the spot. We should be in the app. We should be, of course, on Facebook, my Facebook page and Dennis Phillips' Facebook page. If you are on Dennis Phillips' Facebook page, wait a minute, this chair is way too low. If you are on Dennis Phillips' Facebook page and wondering who I am, I have not been live, oh, that's much better, on his page, probably since the summer. It's been a while. So a couple of technical things have changed here with DPL, so hopefully I navigated through all of that pretty well. We're on the spot tonight, so I need my helpers at home. I need to take 3 breaks. I'm trying to do the first one by 7:36 to 7:38. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you are not going to see us on the spot if that's where you're watching. We are going to be live only in the app and, of course, on the Facebook pages. And then Friday, we return to the spot. Of course, weird schedule this week because of the holiday, the New Year holiday. I think on Wednesday, we only have a couple of newscasts. That's at 7 and 10 p.m. 10 p.m., yeah, early because of 2025. Hopefully, you guys are having a great holiday week and a holiday season. I know it's been a busy one. A lot of folks probably doing a lot of traveling. We'll talk about that major storm system up toward the northeast. We've got all kinds of weather headed our way as well. Hey, okay, you guys can hear me. I'm looking at the chat, and Debbie's there. There's Mary saying, hey, Greg. Hey, Mary, nice to see you. Leisha Moore, Abby's here. All right. Gary says, looking good. They appreciate it. I've got my, there it is, my FSU jacket. You know, I'm a Florida State grad. Not originally from Florida, but I am a Florida State grad. So got to represent my Noles here on the show. Howdy, Greg says, Kurt, let me know what you guys are doing. Anybody celebrating the new year? Anybody going to the ReliaQuest Bowl? That's kind of a big event happening, let me see, Wednesday. I think earlier in the afternoon. I kept thinking it's Thursday. My schedule is completely thrown off. I was off for over 10 days, took last week off to be with my family. Dennis is off this week, and then to come back to the evening shift, I usually work the morning shift. It's been a little readjustment to my brain to kind of fall into this, but it's nice to see everybody. Randy says hello from Brooksville, Hernando County. We'll talk about you coming up because you got some cold weather headed your way. I hopefully got your socks ready, Randy, because you're going to need them. Probably going to need a lot more than the socks, though, as we've got some freeze watches up, and I think they could be extended a little farther south. The Weather Service kind of looking at the big picture now for Wednesday morning. They're thinking, you know, definitely citrus in Hernando, but I think if we were to maybe make a call, I would at least add into a watch portions of Pasco County. I think it could drop to 30, 29 degrees in a couple of spots there in Pasco as well. Kristen is in Boston, and she is still watching. She's on vacation for her 20th wedding anniversary. Kristen, what are you doing watching DPL on your anniversary vacation? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a fun show, but come on. Give the hub some attention. At least go out, have some dinner, have some drinks, something. All right, celebrating a big anniversary. Congratulations to you. I know the weather in Boston is not the best, but you know, being a New Englander myself, having grown up in Connecticut, it is not the best. Oh my goodness. Wow. Mary already remembers. She wants to see my socks. That's not a weird thing. I just always wear weird socks. I don't have fun socks on today, but they are different. Okay. So we're going to do this so early in the show. Okay. I've got some fun shoes on. So they're called Zero Network socks. I just wore them because they're blue. So side note, neighbor across the street, she's a lawyer and she goes to lawyer conferences, I don't know, and they give away socks a lot, and this is one of the pairs that she gave me. I forgot that you guys would ask me about my socks. Okay, so starting tomorrow, there will be funner socks to look at as we go through the rest of the week. Mary, I'll be a little bit more mindful with my sock selection. Thank goodness I wore those because I almost reached for a pair of boring blue ones, and that would not have been good. Not for this moment as well. Gayla from Largo, hello to you. No voice. Gayla, I got to tell you, I actually, and usually I know it's Diet Dr. Pepper that we're drinking on the show, jasmine tea. You guys know, the way our PTO stacks up, I know you guys think we take vacation off all the time. We take it in blocks because we have to consider the other members of the team. Only about 2 of us can be off, maybe sometimes 3 at the same time. So I like to give preference to times of the year when people aren't traveling. Dennis, Shay, they've got families, right? They want to take spring break and summer off. So I tend to stay away from those holidays and those times of year and kind of go off during off-peak season. So I only worked 2 weeks this month. And earlier in the month, you guys saw me, this was a busy fall. Went to Brazil for the wedding in September. Ended up going to Ecuador last minute in November, October? When was that? I think it was October. And then in December, we went back to Brazil because it was the only week I could take a week off of PTO. And sure enough, I got sick halfway through. It wasn't nothing serious, just a bug, like a cold. And it's just been affecting my voice. So I've got the tea. I am much better. This is really recovering. But it's one of those things that just kind of lingers. You guys know how it is. That kind of, that winter, it just sticks around way too long. Bill Hemmer is a sock guy. Yeah, he is. Hello from Cleveland. Hey, Rachel. Rachel from Cleveland, my old stomping ground. Tell me about the wind. I bet Lake Erie is fun tonight. When I mean fun, I mean dangerous. So something happened across the lake, and we'll actually talk about that here in a second. I'm already going longer than I should, so I think we're just going to do this intro, and then my first weather segment is going to be on the Northeast and that storm. We're going to do that after the first break, but let's talk about what we got coming up. So we got the big storm in the Northeast. We're going to talk about that. That is directly connected to what you're going to feel when you step out the door tomorrow, for sure. So it has real relevance for Central Florida. A lot of folks visiting here. I hope, like a lot of the folks I saw on their Mainsail Beach camera, you got out to the beach or the pool, at least outside somewhere today, because the next several days for Floridians, it's going to be Arctic frigid. Now, for those of you that have friends and family visiting from the north, they're going to be laughing at you because you're going to be bundled up when it's 60 degrees. But it's going to be cold. I get it. Florida. Listen, I got Crocs with the fur over the break. We went to the outlets in Savannah, Georgia, and I got Crocs with fur. My first purchase of Crocs, which I absolutely despise, but they were so comfortable. I had to get them. So I'll be wearing those Tuesday and Wednesday. Maybe I'll wear them on. That's it. Crocs with the fur, y'all, tomorrow on DPL. That's going to be a first. I know Dennis has not done that, okay? I know he's got the dad shoes, but Crocs with the fur are going to make an appearance here on DPL. We guys break. Pamela, I love you guys. I love you and keeping track of this. Okay, we're going to take our first break. For those of you on the app, of course, and on streaming, you're going to continue to see me. Let me actually do one thing before we get on to this break. I'm going to close my laptop. I don't need it anymore. I see your chat here because I need to be able to see when that break is over. So those of you on the spot, we will be right back. Stay with us. All right, I think I just sent it to break. I sure did. We got 90 seconds. Everybody on, hey, Michigan, already getting distracted. Even I went out today. All right, Pamela, very nice. Crocs with socks. These aren't just, okay, so let's talk about this in the 90 seconds that we have. The Crocs have fur. Do I also wear socks? Because I bought the socks with the fur because I don't know about you guys, and you guys can kind of chime in here. I know, I can't go to the airport with Crocs, okay? They're not approved. Oh, you guys chime in. I cannot wear regular Crocs without socks. The way my feet are developed, positioned, high arches, my toes like stub up against the front of the shoe, they're not comfortable. But with socks and with the fur, they're much more comfortable. So what do? Do I wear socks in the fur? I don't think it's going to be cold enough, and it's not going to be cold enough in here. I don't want to have bare feet at work. That's kind of weird. It may be boring thin socks tomorrow and Crocs with the fur. That's what we're going to do. Oh, gosh. You know, I always have a big plan for this show, and I get nervous that I won't be able to fill the time. And you guys just managed to squirrel distract me into all kinds of weird forks and ways. Got 10 seconds left for our folks. My son got Crocs with the fur for Christmas. Linda, I bet he loves them. No socks in Florida. Yeah, but at work, I don't know. All right, let's wait 3 seconds. All right, those of you that were on the spot, you missed a very deep conversation on whether to wear socks when your Crocs already have fur. That's what we talked about. Just discuss that amongst yourselves for a second. An SNL thing back in the day. All right, how many days will it be cold? Somebody's asking for weather, y'all, so I think we need to start talking about the weather. Now, I know this is going to be a little early in the show, but I think we're going to have to get sciencey because this is definitely a sciencey thing. So here we go. For those of you that haven't seen me on DPL yet, I like to get sciencey. Let's get sciencey, because we're going to talk about some science stuff. So I want to make sure that we cover all the bases. And as you see, I do like to match the graphic. So yes, I have a headband that looks like, which side is it? It's towards the monitor. It's that way. It's a reverse, I know. This is the closest we could find. So here we go. Oh my gosh, so early in the show, we're already doing this. So let's talk about this storm. Let's pull up the graphics full screen, because if some of you are watching on a small screen, it's going to be a little hard to see. So I want to make sure that we get all of, let's see, how do I clear this? Okay, here we go. All right, I found the button. There we go. Okay, so all of you should be seeing the weather graphics full now. And what we're looking at here, by the way, next break, I am targeting my Type A personalities, 7:42 to 7:44, maybe even 7:45, okay? So 7:45, if I don't take a break by then, everybody get at me, start yelling. Okay, so got this big storm in the Northeast. What's interesting and why I'm wearing the Let's Get Sciencey headband, which maybe, you know what, now that I'm looking at it, I think it deserves more airtime. So let's just do the double screen for a little bit. It definitely deserves more airtime. The reason we're getting sciencey about this is because I already heard the buzz term today. Bomb cyclone, bombogenesis, all these things, atmospheric river, whatever, all these things. Okay, first of all, this is nothing new, okay? These things have already been around for thousands and millions of years, probably. It's just when one of those terms goes viral on social media, then everyone wants to keep using it because they want to keep using that buzzword so that the social media posts and everything spread more, right? They kind of feed the algorithm, right, what it wants to hear. So what's unusual about this area of low pressure, and this is kind of interesting, you know, usually these bomb cyclones, and the cyclone is located here in Ontario, they develop in the Atlantic. They really should develop more to the south. So if you look at it, it's more down here. And the reason is off the coast of New England, there is a ton of warm water, the Gulf Stream, right next to really cold water. That thermal gradient, sciencey term, thermal gradient, I'm going to test you on this, causes low pressures to develop quickly. It helps them develop quickly. This one developed over Ontario, which is kind of unusual. What does bombogenesis mean? The pressure, which we, in sciencey terms, measure in millibars, and you see that when we talk about hurricanes here in Florida all the time, it drops more than 24 or more millibars in 24 hours. So 1 millibar per hour. That's all that means. So this one did that. It intensified quickly. And now we've got this flow across the lakes. My goodness, the wind today, y'all. That's really been the big story. Wind advisories and high wind warnings are still up. Now they've cleared for Ohio, but over towards Pennsylvania, New York, New England, they continue in the tan, 40 to 60 mile per hour gusts in